Hey, it's Andre, and it's time for a really quick Friday flying update. So, last weekend I was trying to get the Bixler in the air, do some FPV, and I never quite got there. Working away on the new 180-degree pan until the cables wouldn't hook up correctly, and I was having issues with the connectors into the back of the camera. As well, I've got to do the integration with the new Quantum 2, which requires me to set it onto the PC and set up the compass. So it never quite happened, and I actually never flew the aircraft on the weekend just for timing and everything. So hopefully this weekend, with luck. I did on the weekend, however, get to fly the EFX Racer, which had the issue with the ailerons melting and getting curved while I was at Flight Fest. The first flight, it rolled left and I caught it, and it was rather dramatic and scary, all on 4S too, so it was moving. Once I turned it out, it was fantastic, so I'm hoping to run a couple more packs through because those batteries are kind of need to be used up and put back into a storage cycle just to keep the cycling clean and healthy. The Wraith flew just fine, and of course I got up with the Radi and had a really nice flight with that. So the C10, that review went really well. Thank you for the positive feedback and everything. It's sitting on the flight test on the forums, and next stage for me is either to modify the tricopter or get back into that APM quad and see if I can get that all working, because I've got the gimbal, which I really haven't even torture tested yet. So that is in the works. Still impressed with the C10. It was a good little camera, and I'm looking forward to using it throughout the rest of the fall. Speaking of the Radiant flight, yeah, I've got to finish this camera. I got to move this back again, so I got to get out into the garage and just take the Dremel tool and move it back a good inch. But I got to make sure I get the camera angle right too, so I'm looking at a good perspective down towards the nose. As I said, I was close to flying FPV, and then realized that I was touching the camera with the prop closing. And the last thing on the bench and the next build is something called the Phat Hawk. Jason Erbring sent me this one out of London, Ontario, and this is his 3D plane. It is 29 inches wingspan, runs on like a 2S 500 with a 1400 kV motor. I'm going to put a 2204T from Hobby King on that with a 12 amp ESC, and again 2S 500 batteries. So this is something he sent, and he wants me to check it out and everything. I have a thinner profile older plane that from Hobby King that I bought while it was on sale, so I'm going to set that up as well. But this is going to be the first one. I got to paint it and everything, but I'm excited because there's been a couple nights this week where I've gotten home, still got a little bit of daylight left, and I was like, oh, if I could just pop something up in the yard. And while I was flying the Chris's 3D hobby shop plane at Flight Fest, I really was like, yeah, this would be great in the backyard, because you get in trouble and you just drop the power. So it's come with all the spars, all the carbon fiber bits, all the accessories. So I just have to put on the ESC motor, servos, and all that stuff I've got sitting here ready to go. So next big job is deciding colors, which I think are red and black, just to fire up the airbrush and paint it and put it together. So I'm going to be cataloging and documenting this entire build, since Jason was so nice to send me that, saying give it a good shot. So that's what's on the books this week. I hope everybody has a fantastic flying weekend. I know the AMA is doing their festival of RC flying, so if all my friends down south have a good time flying, and everybody stay safe and have a great weekend. Cheers.